What's up, everybody, and welcome back to some more Star Drive 2. We got Hall of Heroes. That is actually going to be very nice. That's going to be very helpful, having the Hall of Heroes. Go ahead and do mandatory service just to get it out of the way and move on to the next tier. United Federation stole Particle Collider. Don't care. You can have it. I don't want it. Do we have any spies? We don't have any spies. That's a bit of an issue. Go ahead and colonize the planet. Thank you. And that tells me all about the incoming fleets all of a sudden. Great. There we go. Starbase, Infantry Base, Xenomine, Aeroponic Farm, VRNet. Stuff needs to be built. There you go. So where's the fleet? Oh, yes, the bullshit fleet. Yes. Wow. Go and head out here. What do they have? They have Diamondite and Trilithium. Go take the Eridan Belt. It's a little bit closer. Boy. Hall of Heroes. Build that. It'll take a while, but build it. Imperial Banks. Lowering the tax rate. Since whatever star date this is. Whatever star date we got our Imperial Banks. High rates. You have a... You do. Good. How many pirates? 2 pirates. Yeah, Starbase should be fine. Oh, yeah, we're definitely good on fuel. We are so good on fuel. Let's see. I cannot do any more there. But Drellock. So we are maxed out. We need another 5 in points. So let's do 2 more plastic lasers for now and call that good. Randall is fine. Let's take the Edania belt in the same general area. Well, hi. Huh. Can I do this? Intercept? A little bit intercepting here. I feel like, ooh, maybe our fleet wouldn't win. 22 to 26. They have a whole lot of corvettes, though, not a lot of cruisers. Whereas we have a whole bunch of cruisers and some corvettes. Aha! You're not above begging. Ooh, I like that. That's nice. It's handy. I don't care too much about your tech, because again, I can get the tech for myself. But I kind of want your stuff. Orders. Oh yeah, they love gold. I kind of want your stuff. But I know if I go out and I take the humans, then I risk running into other races, which is bad. If I don't take the humans, I don't expand, which is also bad. But I still have a lot of nearby systems to work on, so I guess it's not all bad. I guess, yeah, I'll give them peace. I will give them peace. But they need to give me all their money. And, well, no, I'm not. Because they're taking planets down here. I want to take these planets down in here. So, no, you don't get peace. No peace for you. Only conquest. Boom. High rates don't stand a chance. They're second-rate pirates. Now, I'm assuming these guys will have to return before they'll destroy my entire trade infrastructure. You know, that seems like a reasonable assumption. Might not be. I'm not certain, but... Ah, Hellforge on Drell. Wonderful. Extra production on a toxic world. Nope, there goes one. Go ahead and confirm that. Thank you. We would like an automated rover bay, a xenomine, and star base, and stuff. Lots of stuff. Build stuff. Please go away. Whoop. Boom. Whoa, that was like reverberating effect there. That was weird. Alright, we got mandatory service. +1 to starting level of all ships in a fleet. And military antenna, also researched, but we already had it. Kind of seems like a bug that wouldn't be automatically just kind of passed over, but whatever. Okay, let's go experimental again. And we're just kind of working on getting the belt. Please leave. Please, please leave. Alright, now we'll start going for the diamondite. But I still have to click fight. And I know it looks like a battle. I should be able to hit automate and win without taking any damage at all. But the way the system works, it's broken. I still have to hit fight. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with 0 HP soldiers. And that's just a whole load of crap, is what it is. Hello. Keep coming. Just out of range. Well, I would say it's nice knowing you, but you're a dirty human, so enjoy your death. Best you can. $66. There we go. Aha! Okay, so we got automated factory. Nice. It's good stuff. Go ahead and pull you guys out. Launch. And Xenomine, Starbase, Military Antenna, Imperial Bank, Imperial University, VRNet, Trade Goods. Off we go. You're good to go. Go take Airden. Look at that. That's a little purple blob there. See, there you go. Okay, good. So it spawned far enough away that it's not a big deal. Thank goodness for that. Thank goodness. Alright. I don't remember. Were there pirates over here? I don't remember. I'm gonna have to pay... Well, I guess I can't pay that much attention. You're kind of screwed because you don't have much of a scanner. So we'll find out if there was a reason why I was avoiding Tedder. Because there probably was. Eh. Oh, macros. I wish I had macros. I have a macro keyboard. Apparently, you're just gonna let him go by himself. Have fun. You are almost there. Bye-bye. Oh, fine. I'll do it manually. Which is also complete bullshit. If line of sight is blocked, you shouldn't be able to do that, by the way. Hello. Pew pew pew. Pew pew pew. Oh, okay, you're gonna do it once. There you go. Pew pew. Alright. Time to stop screwing around to kill the guy. There you go. Unfortunately, we're not super great close range against the human armor. That's alright. So what did we get this time? What is our gift? Cool. Orbital shipyard. Again, whatever tech we get does not really matter, because we already get all the techs when we go out researching. Wait, do you have... I guess you do. There we go. Oh yeah, the aeroponics farm should probably be built pretty early on. Automated factory is expensive. I don't want to do it yet. I do eventually, but not right now. It'll just probably take a minute to go ahead and repair our ships. They get to go away. The crescent has been built at Akibi, whichever you want to call it. And we don't have to go super deep, but we do kind of want to grab this bottom area. And it looks like they've cleared it out for us, which is nice. So. Eh. Nice. Drellock. Good stuff. Okay. Take that. Go here. Drellock is building another plastic laser. Okay. Yes, invest in the sciences, please. I know it costs money, but we can just raise taxes, right? It's just that easy. You have complete and utter control over everything. Our base on Drell. Aren't you building colony ships? Yeah, you're still building colony ships. Okay. Not seeing any problems with Tedder. Seems to be fine. Yeah, we got there. Whoa. Did we just meet somebody? Boy, I hope not. I really hope we didn't just meet somebody. Oh, that'd be sad. I guess that'd make it more interesting for the playthrough, but I'm enjoying being isolated. I really like this. Oh, no, we just scouted a system. Okay. Well, hey there. Go ahead and take that from you. They don't have Emery, but they do have something down here. We need to take care of that as well. That might be just some freighters, though. I might just send some freighters by themselves out there. Okay. Ooh, do we want trilithium or nanocash? Because we just got the diamondite, which is the exploitation bonus, 10 billion credits per turn by selling this on the secondary market. So we just got 10 billion credits per turn just by colonizing Tedder. Trilithium will give us 33% fuel efficiency when we're outside of our supply range, which is nice. Or nanocash, which is discount on rushing construction queues. But it also gives production per worker, whereas trilithium is speed on the strategy map. I think I'll go with production per worker here. If we go ahead and look at our resources, we have 1 nanocash, 1 Bacta root, 3 diamondite, which means we have 15% more HP on our ships, on top of what our shipwright does. And we have 1 trilithium. So remember, our leader, shipwright, 26% is what he's at right now. He keeps leveling up as we build more ships in the system that he's in. So I want to keep doing that, but it'll be interesting. Down with the dirty humans. The fools thought they could win. Well, because I'm leaving the core worlds untouched, they still have an opportunity to bounce back, but let's be honest, it's the AI. The AI is garbage in like every single game. It is just complete and utter garbage. So I'm not concerned. Pew, 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 pew. Alright. You're out of range. Stop shooting my shields, sir. Please. I like my shields. Please, sir. Put an end to your madness. Keel over and die. I love this picture. I wish it was like this. I so wish it was actually like this. It's such a great picture. Oh, concept art. Tanks. Didn't tanks used to be in Star Drive 1? I haven't played it in so long. I don't remember if power density is a unique tech or not. If it's not, then we just made a huge score. Launch. Production. Anyways, I remember Star Drive 1 being a lot of fun and really cool, and I loved it. When you got to the late game, it was so unoptimized that you couldn't, it was unplayable. It was completely unplayable in the late game because it just slowed way, way down. But I loved the game, which is why I got Star Drive 2. And I love this game. I think it's a lot of fun. It's frustrating at times. I'll admit it is very frustrating, but I love it. I think it's a great deal of fun. Go this way. I actually don't know what direction that ship's going. It's just kind of an issue, but whatever. We'll make do. After we conquer basically all of the humans, I think we'll leave him like a planet, just not this planet, because I want this planet. I don't know what it is, but I want it, because it's theirs. It's actually just sitting there. Go kill their fleet, then. You are good on fuel. We have a lot of fuel. And the rift is going away. Good. Are you still building? You are. How many more? Just that last one. And work on an orbital shipyard. Actually, should probably build an orbital shipyard everywhere, but it's expensive. You know, if I get to a planet and maybe. Blue shift lasers. Oh yeah, I love this. I love this one. Okay. So the result is that all of our laser cannons are automatically upgraded to fire the superior round, and it's also blue instead of red. It's a higher density laser with lower mass. So your lasers do more damage, and they're also blue. Which I love. I think it looks really cool. I'll show off this next one, this next little fight here with the blue shift lasers, because I love the blue shift lasers so much. Alright, so let's show it off. We'll try and keep some of our... Well, we'll keep our fuel barge, again, up front, let it take some damage. We'll put the pike behind it, because why not? The three corvettes? 3 corvettes. We'll keep them back behind. No reason for them to... Come on. No reason for them to get involved. Just... Okay. Really? Just stay... You're inside the blue zone, dang it. Really? Come on. Right there. Okay. Oh, you need to start retreating. Okay. And actually, the pike, your engagement range is going to be huge. And you're going to engage the Shanghai. Has damage bonus and bonus HP. All of them do. Interesting. We have plastic lasers, Albatross. But the Crescents I want to just have chill. I don't want them to get involved. Power to the engines! If we lose the pike, I'm not going to be sad. Not in the least. Whoop. Oh, that was a weird sound. They just got completely pushed off their course. Interesting. There it is! There's the blue lasers! There's the blue lasers! Isn't it great? I love it. Blue lasers versus their disruptor cannons, actually, but... Disruptor cannons are a little dangerous, but I love the little blue lasers. They're wonderful. Pew, 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 pew. Look at that. It's just... Oh! Yay! We lost it. Finally, we lost it. Truthfully, it actually probably did quite a bit of damage, but I'm not too concerned. I'd rather replace it with, you know, a plastic laser, for example. Those is a little bit stronger of a ship. Goodbye. Wow, they're both already dead, and then there's just this guy left. Whee! Isn't that great, though, the blue lasers? I love that. Alright. Yeah, fuel barge retreated. Probably didn't have to, but I'm totally good with losing our frigate. Probably shouldn't have, but ultimately, that's one more command point that we can spend on something that's better. So, that's the hope. And again, I don't know why they were just sitting there. I don't know what the dealio was, but let's go here, because that's where they are going next. Where their fleet is, and their fleet is not super strong at all. So, we're going to go ahead and end this episode in the shipyard. We got some fusion power stuff, so it's time to do some upgrades. So, what's the Mark II have? Oh, it has Class 2 shields. What's the Mark S then? Huh. Do you actually have a... You do have a command module. Okay. So we'll just do Albatross Cruiser Mark F for fusion power. This is assuming that we have fusion power and fusion engines. But actually, why don't we do the... It's going to be the plastic Albatross Mark F is what this is going to be. So we have a buttload of power now, if you haven't noticed, and we need some of it. We need some. We don't need quite as much as we're producing, so first off, let's go ahead and make sure that our artillery is good. Rapid fire, speed boost, arc extend, and heavy. Uses a lot of power and a little bit more ordnance. However, the artillery is the primary damage-dealing reason for why you get the Albatross in the first place, so hopefully that will do its job nicely. We do have arc extend on these. Okay, whoops. So I think the rest of it should be fine. We have a little bit more power capacity. We have all sorts of power capacitors. We can exchange those. Well, because how long is this going to last? 3 minutes? I want to just put in some more ordnance. We don't need that much power capacity when we have this much power capacity. Like power production as it stands. Do that, and then we'll do the capacitor right there. Okay. So, plasteel armor. Reactive and ablative on the mediums. Still have tons of power left, so why don't we do the same thing on the smalls. Let's start in the back. And the sides, because the sides get hammered. The sides do really get hammered on these ships. The back is more just to make sure we can keep moving. Okay, about the front here. And this is 8, which we can allow for. Fantastic. Oh, wait, no, we can't. We cannot. We're at 29. Well, you know what? We will allow for it. We're going to do that, and then we're going to power capacitor right here. We'll take one of those ordnance aways. Oh, no, because we already just gave it 2 more. So we actually have more ordnance overall. More power. It's a faster ship because of the fusion engines. And stronger weapons. So overall, the plastic Albatross Mark F is just better all around, which is actually really great. What's your range is 250 versus the 800 is where it really starts to fall off to do nothing for the artillery. And then there's this dead zone in between. Between 800 and 250, there's this dead zone. Effectively. And that's where the plastic lasers come in. But, I mean, they can still fire their weapon, their artillery at close range, and they still do. It just falls off on damage. But why don't we range extend and rapid fire these guns, so when they get a little bit closer, and we'll put it from 250 to 312. Now, it's not a huge buff in terms of range, but it'll hopefully make up for the distance. The laser cannons up here, I'm not sold on. I'm really not. You know, I'm not a huge fan of these straightforward ones anyways, because they have a 23-degree arc. You have to be aiming at your target. And it's a range of 250, which is really close range. It's a close range, aim at your target type of gun. And I think it's great that they were able to fit that in here, but would it not be better served by putting in point defense lasers instead that would cover the entire front of the ship, in addition to the flat cannons? Or at least pull one of the flat cannons in and put a little bit of extra plastic armor on this side. I mean, it's pretty. I'll give them that. It is a pretty ship. But is it a smart ship? And that I'm not sold on. I'm not sold on these laser cannons being a smart choice here. We can't do mass drivers. Mass drivers are huge. Yeah, that's a whole mass driver right there. 2x2, and then you have a spiral, which is even bigger. And we could put them in the front, I suppose, but again, I don't know if that's a smart design. You got plasma cannons, but that's just a turret. Vulcan for point defense. Pulse cannons are fun. Pulse cannons are very fun. But again, it kind of comes down to the range. Is it really worth it? I don't know how often these lasers even fire, truthfully, because this thing is broadside. Yeah, it's a broadside that keeps moving, so it's fighting this way and this way. It's not fighting this way. So why don't we go ahead? I mean, it doesn't take a lot of energy to run these, which I guess that's the big difference. I could put point defense in here, but it would eat up a whole bunch of energy. Or I could keep these little spinal turrets in there and call it good. I kind of want to just make a large one right there. Just like a humongo, there you go, sort of armor. Like, in the front's just not going to get nailed. It's just not. And then from there, we can actually put in a completely super buffed out laser cannon and another ordnance behind it just to keep it alive longer. Ordnance right there. So any ships that are shooting our front, we're going to have a hard time eating through that. That's 20,000 armor. The sides are definitely going to be the weak points here, and when we get some good shielding tech, we might change that. It might become a different story, but as it stands right now, the front is just beastly. Let's go ahead and range extend our flat cannons. It's 100 to 125, but that extra 25 could make a world of difference when it comes to incoming missiles. It really could save a life. And I think we're good. I mean, I don't want to add too much else. I could armor the engines. But again, it has some really strong armor around it. So maybe it's probably not worth the extra mass. I mean, how much mass would it be? It'd be 18 to 22 if we did that. which is actually an additional 20 production. Let's not do that. It's fine as it is. Go ahead and power capacitor, put it here. Ooh, that's right on the cusp. Right on the cusp. Fine. It's just so much extra power that we don't need. Man. Well. On this, why don't you take down the overload? So it does less damage, but it has a greater arc, a greater firing arc. And that will allow us to do a power capacitor here, and then an ordnance storage right below. So there we go. We have just enough power, and then quite a bit of ammo. So plastic albatross Mark F is good to go. The plastic laser Mark 1 is probably fine as is. I mean, we can do plastic laser Mark F and just replace the power with fusion. Pretty straightforward. Fusion, fusion. We will also do fusion engines. Large, of course. And we can up our plasteel armor, ablative and reactive. Over here, we have tons and tons of power. Go ahead and throw in a power capacitor, because that needs to get built. Some extra ordnance storage for our flat cannons, so they'll last pretty much forever. And a whole bunch more power there. So then these, go ahead and take the medium-sized ones. Beef those up first. Alright. I'll take the small ones and start beefing these up. Beef up the back. And you are also on broadside. Keep moving. Okay. We need to shore up your sides. And let's make sure we get these little bits shored up. We'll do the 3 in the front because it's very vulnerable right there. And then start moving our way along the back. And we might be able to do the whole thing covered in this. And yes, it does take more to produce, but these ships are going to live much, much longer. 77, 75. We can go 73 and then 71 is what it would be. So leave it at 75. And I guess we'll go ahead and call it good. Let's go down to 73. 73 to 72. So that should work out just fine. Plastic laser Mark F, so fusion. It costs a whole lot more to build, but it is an overall better ship. I did not arc extend up here. Let's take those off. These should be arc extended, totally. Oh, frick. Oh, that's terrible and hilarious at the same time. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Yeah, those should definitely be arc extended. I don't know why they weren't. I guess it does cost a little bit more power, but that way they can take care of each other just fine. These can help take care of the sides. It's more weapons firing. Yeah, that's a far superior model now. Plastic laser Mark F. Save. Fuel barge Mark 1. Oh yeah, there's your engine. Really don't need anything else on the fuel barge. I mean, I can go to a Mark 2 and give it fusion power and a fusion engine. And fuel cells. More fuel cell. Oh, well, it's not even enough power? Let's go back to basic engine. Ta-da! There you go. So it's a slightly better ship in the way that it gets, what, 10 more fuel? The Fuel Barge Mark II provides 10 more fuel. Fuel Barge Mark II. Has that already been built? Yeah, Fuel Barge Mark II. Sure, whatever. Mark 1 is 140. The Mark II is 142. Literally, you pay 2 more production for 10 more fuel. But that's fine. Whatever. And we have the Crescent Laser, and we have the Crescent Rocket. And these can also be upgraded. We'll do 2, because I think that's what it'll take to do 3 of these. Yeah. Ta-da! The Crescent R Mark F. Save. And Crescent L I'll go ahead and do, even though we don't really use it. May as well receive a similar treatment. We actually have a lot of power excess right now. There. And then a fuel cell. Crescent L Mark II. Or, sorry, Crescent L Mark F for fusion. Man, that thing is fast. 43 and 64. The R is 36 and 54. So this thing is just like a friggin' speed demon. Man, so what kind of an upgrade is this? From R to R? So R Mark 1 is considerably slower. To be fair, it's also much cheaper. It's 14 cheaper. But this one is just much faster. That's the only difference. It's much faster, and that's not a bad thing. It means that it'll probably stay alive a little bit better because it can dodge. It has that speed to dodge. The L, again, massive increase, and it has that little extra bit of fuel. And the rest of this stuff I pretty much ignore. The frigates I don't really use. I'm sure they're fine. In fact, you know, we could do a very straightforward... Oh yeah, the Explorer. It'd be very easy to do... do like... What is it? A command console, because we're in a cockpit. And then we could do... fusion beams. On each side, so broadside, keep moving. Whoops, keep moving. And then something like, you know, some sort of cannon up front, like a plasma cannon or something. With fusion power going through and fusion engines. Alternatively, can we actually do mass drivers? I'm curious. Ooh. That is very interesting. That is very interesting. Very long range, no damage dissipation. Wow. Okay. Smaller one looks like that, by the way. Still pretty huge. Wow. Okay. Alright. Go rapid fire on it. On both. We need ordnance, but that's very doable. Interesting. Why don't we go ahead and do this one? I don't know if we'll use it. Oh man, that's way... well, I can't say that's way too much power, because we're about to do a whole bunch of small engines. Unfortunately, engines are not the fuel-efficient type where you can... Oh, no, it is. Okay, it is a little bit better to go a little bit bigger. Okay, never mind. Scratch what I was going to say. I'm an idiot. Whoop. All right. Ordnance. Big ordnance. Small ordnance. Power capacitors. Actually, let's put One power capacitor back here on each one, just because we don't want to have to run out. We're actually... Yeah, okay. We do need that. And that's rapid fire. I don't really need to armor anything. Huh. Well, I guess we'll just call this the driver. Mark 1. I think the fusion power really is kind of necessary to run these, but that's interesting. 930 seconds. Wow, 930. This thing can sustain. And it does so much damage. 2,000 damage at 1,000 range. Comparatively, this episode's going on way too long. Comparatively, that's 800 damage at about 600 range. These things are super long range. We might build a few and see whether or not they survive and how much damage they do, because that's actually really interesting. The driver. Make it black. Black and yellow. Anyways, this episode has gone on way, way too long. It's like maybe twice as long. I've spent a long time in the shipyard. So as always, guys, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time with some more Star Drive 2. DFTBA.